What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. And today, we're going up to Alaska and we're picking up some pay right from the peninsula from Kenai Gold. We got some of that peninsula pay from them. Nice little gold package it ships in. Also ships in a padded envelope, first class flat rate padded envelope. That was all the packaging, just in there with that. The dirt is pretty much otherwise open to whatever happens. But it got here all right. I got it along with another bag of dirt that we'll check out later. But for now, we got this Peninsula Pay. Now, I'll put up the details of it right here. All right. Now, if you want to add Alaskan gold to your collection, here's your chance. There's approximately 1 pound of unsearched pay dirt in these bags, and they are classified down to 1/2 inch. The gold we find varies in sizes and can range from fine gold to pickers, with the occasional small nugget. I cannot guarantee you will find any gold from my claim, but we have enriched each bag with 1/2 gram of gold to ensure that you find a little bit of the Alaskan dream in every bag you purchase. The gold we add ranges from sizes from fines to pickers. We do this to make it easy for the beginner and challenging for the experienced panning enthusiast. Each bag has approximately 1 to 2 tablespoons of naturally occurring black sand per pound of material. The black sand typically contains superfines, which are very difficult to pan. We recommend that you pan the product multiple times to ensure you've gotten all the gold. Be cautious when panning this product. It is known to give people gold fever. Enjoy. And I plan to. I think we're going to have a good time going through this one. There's a 1/2 gram guarantee, so we know we're at least going to get that much back. Now this bag set me back $41.99. It's on sale right now. If you're watching this when it's back up to $44, sorry, it was on sale at one point. But even at $45, we know we're going to at least get a 1/2 gram back from this. So anything past that is icing on the cake. Hopefully, there's a lot of icing on this cake. But we're going to find out. We're going to switch over to the other camera, sift this stuff out. Now it says it's classified down to below a 1/2 inch. I am going to disagree. This looks like everything is going to be below a 1/4 inch. There may be a couple larger rocks in here. Found this one right there that I kind of squeezed up to the top. But I think we're probably not going to spend a lot of time classifying, just because the material itself is all pretty fine. But we'll figure that out on the next step. Let's go on over and shake this out. Alright, now we're going to get going sifting things out. Now, if you haven't already, if you don't mind doing so, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. I've also noticed there's a lot of people who watch these videos who aren't subscribers. So while I do appreciate you watching, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That way you don't miss out on any of my future content. And of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. That way you know when those videos drop. There you go. Speaking of drop, we just dropped that dirt into that bucket. And let's get going. First, we'll do the 1/4 inch classification just to see, because there was a couple bigger rocks in there. Let's get those out. So yeah, like I said, there was just a couple larger pieces. Little nothing rocks, but too big for the classifier. Cool little quartzy-ish type thing. We'll put that all right there. Otherwise, everything else can go back in. Alright. So nothing on the 1/4 inch. Now let's go ahead and speed through the rest. We'll go to the 10, to the 20, to the 40, and then we'll head to the sluice. So let's do this. All right, we are back in real time. We got this dirt all sifted out. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Now, we'll start with the bigger stuff. We got the plus 10 up here. Not a whole lot of material, just kind of fills up that bottom lip. As far as magnetics go, there might be a couple big nuggies in here, but I don't expect a whole lot to come up. And sure enough, only one rock sticks to the magnet. Next, we'll go down to the plus 20. Again, not a huge amount of material here. There's really only about a pound of material total. And frankly, I'd rather get the smaller material anyways, more abundant of that, because there's more likely to be gold in the smaller material than the larger stuff. But, you know, there's always a chance there's a little something in there, a little picker nugget or something. But for small batches of dirt, I would definitely prefer smaller material. So this is a good amount for a pound. Now, as far as magnetics go, there's just a little bit in the plus 20. Not a whole heck of a lot. I don't foresee this to be too challenging of a bag. But now we'll go up here to the plus 40. A little bit more material, goes a little bit above that bottom lip. We'll dip our wand in. Swirl her all about. And again, there's not a whole lot of magnetics in there. You know, there's just a little bit hanging out. So, a lot of times Alaskan pay dirt's going to be that way. I mean, pay dirt from anywhere, you're not guaranteed anything. Hopefully you are guaranteed some gold. But as far as how it comes out of the earth, you know, it is where it is, where it's at. And there's actually more magnetics in here than I was expecting. Because each time I go back in, I come back up with a good little dab of it. So let's take the big boy to it. Yeah, there's an alright amount of magnetics in there. Not too shabby. Alright, finally we're down here at the minus 40. A little bit more material just goes up to that bottom riffle in the pan. Just a little bit into it. I expect about the same magnetics here as in the plus 40. Maybe a little bit more. Yep, just a little bit more. Definitely is going to be some in here to be found and gone through and got out of the way at the end. But I don't foresee it to be too terrible. Nice amount of material. And it looks nice and clean, so I don't expect it to crappy up the water too badly. But not bad at all. Let's go fire up the sluice and run this pay. Alright, welcome back. We got this gold all wetted up and ready to run. We're going to fire up this sluice. And here we go. Now I'm going to run a little bit slower today than I normally would. Only because most of this material is really small, fine, and rounded out. And they even warn you in the description of it that there's going to be fines to run it multiple times. Now, I don't like running my pay dirt multiple times. I usually don't miss anything. And so, I'm going to run a little bit slower, just so I can be sure that everything gets caught up here in the dream mat the first time through, so I don't have to go back through it over and over and over and over. Make sure of that, as always, we want to clean all the air bubbles out of the mat before we get underway. Because if you got air bubbles in your mat, you got little opportunities for the gold to just ride on through. A little cushion to bounce its way out. You want to take those away. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to start off with the plus 10. We're going to speed through this really quick, and we'll be right back with our gold. Now, we are ready to clean this up. But let's see what it looks like under the hood. Let's go check that out. Ooh, shiny. Nice fine gold all in the sluice here. Lots and lots of fine gold. Going down to about right there. Maybe a piece right there. Just want to make sure there's none down here. I'm not seeing anything. Alright, cool. So there we go. Nice amount of gold in there. There's your gold, baby. Let's go check this out. Let's clean it up and see what we got. Well, alright. There's your gold, baby. Look at that. So not only is there this nice smile up on the top, a cool little picker right there, there's a nugget. This is a gold nugget. It's a little itty bitty guy. But, oh, don't go running and whirling away. But it's still kind of in a toast rock. But look at that. Isn't that cool? Is that an awesome nugget right there? Alright, put that back in. Let's get the snuffer and sucker it up. Alright, welcome back, welcome back. We got this gold all dried up. Kenai gold, Peninsula Pay, blah 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 blah. Half gram is guaranteed. We paid, how much did we pay for this stuff? 41 bucks. Alright, well, let's check it out. Let's weigh it out. Weigh it up, check it out. See what it's all about. Let's pour it in. Now, one big surprising thing is there was a nice piece of specimen, or maybe it's just a dirty nugget. But man, a nice little piece of gold in there. It's all nice gold. A lot of it's really fine. Mighty fine. There we go. 0.651 grams of gold. Look at that big chunker in there. Here, I don't want to grab it with my hands. It's a little goldy piece of gold. See that thing? Now without this chunker, it goes down to 0.463. Chunker back in, 0.654 grams of gold, 55. Maybe it's just because I'm talking at it. We'll give it a second to settle. 0.658 grams of gold. See if I can turn that so you can see it clear. There you go. Kenai Gold Peninsula Pay. I gotta say, that was pretty sweet. Well, let me take a couple pictures of all this, and I'll be right back with my final words and ROI. Alright, welcome back. Alright, Kenai Gold, Peninsula Pay. What do I gotta say? Well, let's talk about the dirt, and then we'll move on to the gold. The dirt was all pretty simple to go through. Sands mostly, varying sizes, from the super fine stuff to the medium, big stuff. Couple of larger rocks in there, not too much of anything over the 1/4 inch classification. Everything was going to be below that, with most of it being there at the finer stuff, 40 and below 40. It was pretty easy to go through. There was definitely some magnetics in there, so if you're not very comfortable with magnetics, you're going to have to get there. And this bag is not too overwhelming, so I think it's probably a good one for anybody who's comfortable with their panning, wants to learn a little bit more and get better at their panning, or even somebody who's been panning for years and just wants some cool pay dirt to go through. This definitely hit the spot. Now I recommend you go through it slow, a little scoop at a time, because there's a lot of fine gold in here. So you're going to want to make sure you're not losing any of that in all those sands that you're going to be going through. But overall, I had a really good time going through it. Now let's talk about that gold. Lots of fine gold, lots of small flakes. There was a picker in there, but there was also a really sweet specimen piece of gold that had some quartz rocks mixed in. It was kind of dirty looking, but that was really cool to see as well. So definitely a nice fine mixture of gold in there that will keep you searching. They warn you, you're going to want to run it a couple of times, pan through it a couple of times just to make sure, go back and forth a couple of times just to be sure that nothing got away from you. Because there's a lot of fine gold that likes to ride the top of the water and move its way around the pan, and you might not see it. So go through a couple times just to be sure you didn't miss anything. But overall, I think you'd have a great time going through it, because there was some nice gold all the way throughout. Yeah, so let me just go ahead and throw the ROI sign up right here. The bag cost me $41.99. What we wound up getting out of there was 0.656 grams of gold. That's going to have a today value of $34.71. So our total ROI was pretty much about 75%, which is not bad at all for, pay dirt. There was a good amount of gold, lots of different sizes all throughout. So there's a lot of good entertainment there, because you're not just going to bust through it super fast and then be done. You're going to have to earn it a little bit, and they warn you of that on the package or on the page as well. So no surprises there, just a good time to be had. They have a lot of other bags of dirt on their website as well. I'll leave a link down below as always, so if you want to go pick yourself up a bag or see some of their other products, you know where to find them. And like I said, that'll be down below in the description. But overall, I had a great time going through this dirt. Kenai Gold, Peninsula Pay. About 41 bucks. It's on sale right now in this moment in time. When you watch this a year from now, it may still be on sale. Fuck, I don't know. But, or it may not. So your mileage may vary there. But overall, as of today, it's a great value, and I definitely recommend you go check it out. Or check out some of their other stuff on their page. They're very straightforward about what you're going to get. This here was a guaranteed minimum of a ½ gram, and I wound up getting a little bit over that. So good times all around. And I definitely will be back checking their products out again. So, either way, we had a great time. Make sure you go check that out. Hit that like button if you had a good time with me. If you're not a subscriber and you made it this far, I appreciate you. But go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future content. We do this up every weekend, and we do a little live show Monday nights, 5 p.m., BSing in the shed. Don't miss out on that either, because we're giving away some gold every Monday night. This is Dig Daddy, signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace!